Tropical storm Iota is now the Atlantic hurricane season's 30th named storm, and it formed in the Caribbean Sea recently. It is also expected to become a major flood threat to Central America. Forecasters have mentioned that it is the Atlantic hurricane season's 30th named storm for 2020, and now it poses another serious wind and flood threat to Central America, which was recently battered by Tropical Storm Iota. Tropical Storm Iota formed and is expected to become a major hurricane before posing another serious threat of flooding rainfall to Central America. Hurricane conditions are now possible in portions of Honduras and Nicaragua by Sunday or Monday. Iota is now the 30th named storm of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season, which now has 2 more named storms than the previous season, which was the record-breaking season of 2005. Tropical storm Iota is expected to be steered generally westward into this weekend by the clockwise flow around a mid-level high-pressure system that stretches from the Gulf of Mexico to the western Atlantic. Forecasters have mentioned that the forecast model for Iota indicates that it could be near Central America by early next week, assuming that the steering pattern continues on the same path. It is, however, uncertain how strong this tropical cyclone will become, but favorable upper-level winds and warm sea surface temperatures favor that it will intensify into at least a strong hurricane. Significant strengthening into a major hurricane is also now expected. While potential impacts from wind and storm surges in Central America are also uncertain at this time, another threat of flooding rainfall could be on the way for parts of the region, including areas that were previously devastated by Hurricane Eta's heavy rainfall early this month. Hurricane Eta caused flooding impacts across Central America and southern Mexico, and it caused the loss of life of at least 120 persons in Central America and Mexico. Scores of persons are still considered to be missing. Honduras was one of the areas that was hardest hit by Hurricane Eta's flooding, and any additional rain could worsen the situation in that country. Heavy rainfall is also expected over the next few days across portions of Haiti and Jamaica. Portions of Central America with a focus across northern Nicaragua and Honduras may receive 20 to 30 inches of rainfall. This rainfall may lead to significant life-threatening flash flooding and river flooding, along with many landslides. In Colombia, Panama, and Costa Rica, there may be 48 inches of rainfall, with local totals of 12 inches. In Jamaica and the southern regions of Haiti, forecasters are expecting that there may be 2 to 4 inches of rain, with local amounts getting up to 6 inches. Tropical Storm Theta formed in the eastern Atlantic, and it broke the record for the most storms in any hurricane season. At that time as well, there was a tropical wave in the Caribbean Sea that forecasters were predicting that would become the 30th named storm this week. Tropical Storm Theta formed in the eastern Atlantic Ocean on Monday, just under 1,000 miles southwest of the Azores, and it became the 29th named storm of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. Tropical Storm Theta continues as the Atlantic Basin's record-setting 29th named storm of the year 2020. The storm is currently spinning far out over the open waters of the Atlantic Ocean. It officially formed on Tuesday afternoon and transitioned from the subtropical storm that had taken shape on Monday night. It has pushed the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season into new history, with no other season in history having produced so many named storms. The 2020 Atlantic hurricane season currently has seen 29 named storms and has broken the single-season record of 28 storms from the famous 2005 Atlantic hurricane season, which had produced strong hurricanes such as Katrina, Wilma, and Rita. Theta's sustained wind speeds were 65 miles per hour on Thursday. The storm was about 470 miles to the south-southwest of the Azores archipelago, and it was moving east-northeastward at 12 miles per hour. Theta's formation also marked another impressive feat. It is the latest storm in the calendar year that occurred whilst another storm was swirling simultaneously in the Atlantic basin. This has not occurred since November in 1932. Theta may have already peaked in strength. Theta will then start to move over cooler waters during the middle of the week and the latter part of the week as well, which will not only limit just how strong the storm can get and will eventually lead to substantial weakening by the end of the week. Late in the week and over the weekend, forecasters expect that Theta will be drawn northward by a non-tropical system in the North Atlantic, and eventually it will be absorbed by the other system well west of the Iberian Peninsula. Tropical storm Theta is also expected to pass in between the Azores and the Canary Islands, with minimal impacts other than some increased surf. Theta may pass close enough to the Portuguese island of Madeira this weekend to bring some gusty winds and increased downpours, along with extremely rough surf. Shipping interests in the region should closely monitor the systems and the updates for Theta due to the dangers of rough surf. Forecasters are also predicting that there is a chance that Theta may not hold onto the Atlantic record much longer, as they are watching the Central Caribbean Sea for additional tropical development. An east-west moving tropical disturbance will move into an area of low wind shear and warm water in the Caribbean later this week. These two environmental factors are both conducive for tropical development and then strengthening of the system. The next system that may reach tropical storm strength, which is maximum sustained winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour in the Atlantic basin, would be given the name Iota. Based on the forward speed and strength of the feature in the Caribbean, there exists the potential for building surfs and seas and also areas of heavy rain to spread westward along parts of the shoreline of the central and western regions of the Caribbean. Those persons who live in Central America or use waters close to Central America should closely monitor the situation, as there's a chance of more torrential rainfall that may lead to flash flooding towards the middle of November. The first set of downpours from the system may reach parts of Central America later this weekend, and rainfall may increase significantly during the first part of next week. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this record-breaking 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. Of course, the season keeps rolling on and November is still incomplete. There is approximately 18 days to go out of November, and it has become a record-breaking Atlantic hurricane season with all of 30 named storms. The most recent 3 storms that were named were Eta, Theta, and Iota. Whilst it seems like Theta has dissipated and Eta is still out there, Iota is the one that is in the Caribbean that persons in Central America and Haiti and Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean regions have to be concerned about, as forecasters are expecting that there will be heavy rainfall, thunderstorms, and flash flooding that may lead to landslides across the region. Be safe, and if you live in these regions, remember, stay close for further updates on tropical storm Iota. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.